Hi there. This is the season for these monsters that are growing in our gardens. Look at this. Huge. After a day raining, that's what happens. Well, you know, a lot of people don't know. You can put them in soups. You can put them in a frittata. You can put them in an omelette. You can make a zucchini slice. There's an enormous amount of things. You can fry them. You can put them on the barbecue, fry them. You can put them into, like, make a zucchini parmigiana instead of an eggplant parmigiana. Do the same procedure with the sauce and the Parmesan cheese. There's so many things that you can do. What I'm going to do today is show you. I know many of you know about it. This is in my Carmela's Cucina Povera cookbook, but I'm going to show you. So we're going to need eggs. And you know, I love organic eggs. They just got that beautiful, delicious, succulent orange about them. Absolutely wonderful. My herb, I'm going to use the basil from my garden, and I've got some lovely mint as well. I've got a red onion. My mum used to call them, I always call them, I know the red onion, Archibunda Spagnola, which is a Spanish red onion. So eggs, we're going to need flour and Parmesan. So eggs, flour, Parmesan, onion, and the herbs. You can use whatever herb you got in the garden. If you've got parsley growing, put parsley. So I've grated this massive zucchini. I've grated it and I've put it in the colander. So why have I put it in the colander? Good question. Where is my tea towel? My clean tea towel. The zucchini have got a lot of water. So when you do your zucchini, we're doing fritteli. So when you do the fritteli and you grate it and then you put all the ingredients, you're going to find one issue. It's going to be full of water. So what we have to do is get an old tea towel, put the grated zucchini in it. I'll show you. Fold it up. You watch the water that comes out of this. Watch the tea towel starting to get all the water out of it. And when you make the fritteli, they will be absolutely delicious. Look at that. See how much is coming out of that? Enormous. That was just out of that slice I did. They won't be watery, and you won't feel like I've done something wrong. If you don't have an old tea towel, you can actually use the paper towels. I've done that many times, and they're pretty strong, and they do the same trick. That was just out of that. And if I can keep going, I can keep going, and I'll get heaps more water out of that. Amazing. It's an old nonna's tale. That's why they never got rid of their old tea towels. There was a reason for them. So when you're making the fritteli from Carmela's Cucina Povera cookbook, that's the paste that has to come out like that, dry. So when it's watery, it's because you haven't taken the excess water out of it with the tea towel. So I grated a red onion in it, and also I grated half of a garlic clove. I put 4 of the eggs in. It was one of these big ones. So I put 4 organic eggs. I put 3 teaspoons of flour, salt, pepper, and I put a cup of Parmesan cheese. The stronger the cheese, the better the frittelle will come. And you stir it, and the paste, I'm going to put my hand in it so you can see it, the density. When it's watery, you'll see it's watery, and it'll be just watery in the frying pan when you go to fry it, and it'll skitch everywhere because there's a lot of water, and the water or oil, what they'll do is they'll just skitch. Just really, really simple tips which make your life a lot easier. Now we're going to fry them now. I'll show you how. I'm just going to put one of these spoons. Have a look at that. I'm going to put some more, and then I'll stop. One of these big spoons, if you got them, they really, really help. They're like a serving spoon, and you can buy them at house. Have a look at that. Really nice, eh? And that pot, I had some lamb shanks given to me, and I'm making a lamb shank soup with some absolutely delicious vegetables from the garden. I've got the zucchini I put carrots, parsnip, what else did I have? Onion, and beans. I cut some beans up, and I put some red lentils. Now that's going to cook for about 2 hours when the lamb shank's really, really soft, and you can pull it all, the meat out of the bone. It'll be absolutely delicious. That's what they're going to look like when you make them fried. You've got some virgin olive oil. If you don't want to use a virgin olive oil, you can use a canola oil, a sunflower oil, or a vegetable oil, sorry. Have a look at them. So you can use, put some leftover stuff in the frittelle as well. I've sometimes put, if I've got peas, I'll put peas in the mix. And if I've got zucchini flowers, you can even put zucchini flowers in that. It's a great base to utilize the ingredients, adding whatever else you want. So if you want to use, grate some carrots in there as well. I wouldn't use too many flavors because you really, really want to have the texture of the zucchini in this one. So I'm going to grab one that I've just cooked just to show you. So it's not watery. If you didn't do the process of the tea towel, you will find that it'll be and too moist inside, it'll still be raw because the water would have skitched everywhere when you went to put it in there. Oh. The mint and the basil together, they're really, really delicious. If you don't have Parmesan cheese, you can use grana padano or pecorino. They are really strong flavors, and they will work well with zucchini because zucchini does have a flavor and doesn't. When it's too big like that big one, the kind of flavor, it's not bland, but it's very mild. And so it needs a strong texture of cheese to go with it. Like I always say in my 101 Ways to Transform the Way You Cook podcast and my YouTube series, it's this. If you have a strong sauce, then you need a light texture of a cheese. If you have a light sauce, then you need a strong texture of cheese to balance it both out. And you can find this recipe on my first cookbook, Carmela's Cucina Povera, a journey of self-discovery and healing through Sicilian cooking. And they're called zucchini fritters, but in Sicilian we call them fritteli. Fritteli. I love it. Fritteli means little fried things. Isn't that sweet? Little fried things. I hope that you enjoy this video. And the next time you see zucchini, that you think about making some Sicilian frittelle, or come and do a cooking class with me from March onwards. Might be in Sicily this year, I'm not sure. I'm going to see what happens. I hope you have a lovely day. Ci vediamo. Ciao.